Hope you're having a great day. So, we've spoken a whole bunch about Hillel. Now let's talk about Shammai. Very fascinating person, also a great sage. He said three things, and these are really, really very well connected. The first thing is make yourself a set time every day to study the Torah. And again, if you're not Jewish, to study your religion. But the point is to continuously grow in wisdom, to move forward. He also says that you should say a little and do a lot. And finally, he says that you should greet every person with a favorable countenance. Be friendly. Now, again, there is a very obvious and clear connection. Number one, if you don't study, you don't know how to act. Again, we can't trust ourselves. So even though we think that we know what's right, we all have our own version and vision of what it's like to live to the ultimate that you can, but you never will unless you're guided. That's first of all. And second of all, you should do a lot and say a little. Now, why is it so important? It seems obvious, and we can all just from our logic say, well, obviously you say a lot and you do a little, so then you're a person that doesn't keep up to his word. You're the kind of person that is a big talker. You don't do much. You're lazy. You can go on and on and on and on. But let's think about a very, very simple concept. If you say a lot and you do a little, you can screw up. If you say a little and you do a lot, you can't screw up. It's impossible. What are people going to catch you on? He said this, and this, and all he did is that. You're never going to hear somebody say, well, he said this, and he did that, and that, and that. You might hear them say, well, he meant well. How many times in your life do you hear people say he meant well? He meant well is a perfect example of this situation where even if a person screws up, but if they say a little and they do a lot, not going to have a problem. It's a good strategy for life. So that's first of all. And the other connection to study is that you should greet people and be friendly. Be friendly. It is so important to understand that people react to you the way you act to them. A lot of times you'll see something as simple as a person not being able to get the girl because he's so intimidated that he pushes away the girl of his dreams because she sees in him like, this guy seems a little strange because he's cowering or intimidated or wherever. Meanwhile, if he was like, hey, how you doing? People generally mirror your personality. I've seen people get very turned off by people that are strangely arrogant or whatever. And then you think, ooh, maybe that's not such a friendly person. But then you see that person talking to someone else and they're the greatest person in the world because people mirror each other. Huge part of life. So we have to continue studying. We have to continue saying a little in comparison to the actions that we take, good actions, whether in work or in kindness or in any aspect of your life. And lastly, very, very important, keep this in mind. People react to you the way you act. Not going to say that you're going to make a jerk friendly. It doesn't always work. But often we have to remember that some of the lousiest animosities, enemies, unfriendlinesses, whatever you want to call it, started with a guy who just didn't smile. I'm talking to you right now. Imagine if I speak to you like this, come on. It's very important that we need to be friendly with each other. Or if I speak to you like this, hi, it's really nice to meet you. Come on. And that's only 5 seconds. We have to keep in mind that people react to us. And our lives are going to be better the more friendliness we put out. And I know life is tough. Anyways, it's been a good one. God bless.